Today I'm going to talk about an app called Clips. This is an iOS app from Apple itself designed to help people make interesting and engaging social media videos straight from their phone. So I've been using flipped video in my classroom for years now, but when I create videos for my class, I'm usually going to reach for dedicated camera and audio equipment and lighting, and I'm going to put all that into Final Cut Pro 10, and I'm going to spend a couple hours trying to make a polished, high-quality video that I can use for years. This app is something entirely different. So for me, I see Clips being on the spectrum in between saying something one time as a class announcement and that dedicated long-term YouTube video setup that I was talking about. So Clips is that pull your phone out, make an announcement so you don't have to say it again, one of those like time management saving type things, but still having the features of being able to make it cool, like using this comic book filter, and having it being really portable. Since it's on my phone, it's very easy to share straight to Twitter or drop into Flipgrid or something like that. So this app is I think going to be helpful for that kind of intermediate video, and to show you kind of how easy it is to make them and some of the different features of the app, I'm going to be walking around my neighborhood and showing you some of the features and recording them. So you'll be hearing things like birds or my neighbor cutting his grass and stuff like that as I show you some of the features of Clips. I'm now behind my house, and one of the things that I want to point out is that since it does use your phone, you really want to supplement with another microphone like these AirPods to try to increase the audio quality, especially when you're outside or using any echoes or things like that. That is probably the only accessory that you really need for this app, but it is a cool app for a lot of reasons. One of them is that you can see there are some stickers, is what they call them, that you can use in the app that are contextually appropriate. It used the geolocation of my phone to know where I'm recording and put that in there. It also does like dates and times that you can drop in, as well as some of the other things that are pretty neat too, which I'll show you with accessorizing. Since it is Apple and the connection with Pixar and Disney, there are a lot of Pixar themed items and Star Wars themed accessories that you can pull in. One of the other things is because it is Apple and iTunes, that as you can hear in the background, the music that's playing, there's a ton of licensed music that's already in the app that you can use, and the app is going to automatically put that music in the background. It's going to automatically duck the music behind your voice, which is a nice little addition to the app. If you don't want to be on camera all the time, you can use these posters, as the app calls them. Many of them are themed, like I said before, with Pixar or Star Wars or other generic ones. There's also access to your camera roll, so you can pull in any photos or videos from there if you want to put those up instead of facing into the camera the whole time. One of the things that I noticed as I was walking around my neighborhood is that the front-facing camera doesn't really benefit from a lot of the camera stabilization technology built into iPhones. So be careful if you're walking around and doing recording with the selfie camera. But it's not all selfie cameras, because you can also use the back camera on your phone to record as well. Probably the coolest feature is actually this one, the live captioning feature. It's using Siri to listen to what I'm saying and convert that into text, and then match that up as I say the words. So that's pretty neat. It's something that I think students might benefit from. If you need students to be able to read as well as see, so if you're working with an ESOL group of students, this is something that you'll probably find helpful. As you notice though, it's Siri, so it's not always great, but you can go through and make corrections to the text that it converts. So that's helpful. There's lots of different styles of the audio to text conversion, the live captioning. So it's this one and maybe 6 or 7 other types of text and styles of font that you can use. But the live captioning feature I think is really neat, especially if you're planning on sharing this on social media, where you get that kind of mute preview as you scroll through and you're not hearing the audio, but you can see text. You see this style of video on a lot of different social media platforms. So this is an easy way to do the same thing from your phone. Overall, I really like this app. I think it's a very good intermediate video production tool. It's never going to replace something like Final Cut or even iMovie, but it is going to be really nice to be able to pull out your phone and make something that looks head and shoulders above pretty much anything else your phone is going to be able to produce so quickly. So I would highly encourage teachers to download this to their phone, or if you have an iPhone that's been updated, I think it actually came as part of iOS 11. It was released at the same time as iOS 11, so it might be buried on your phone somewhere already. So open it up and play with it and see how you think that you can integrate it into your class. I am going to try to use it a lot for the upcoming school year, and I will update the post on my website related to this YouTube video as I kind of figure out more things, and hopefully Apple doesn't neglect this app and pays attention to it with the iOS 12 update. I'm really hoping that they step up their augmented reality features in Clips for iOS. But even if they don't, you should really give Clips a try and see how it can help you in your classroom.